Welcome back. We're back at the whiteboard. Dr. Cubie Davis King. I promised on this video that I will share with you something that happened to me when I was unemployed that changed my life forever. And it really did change the way I thought about getting employed. Let me unfold it to you, everybody, because all that I do is unscripted. I don't have a script that I'm reading from. Okay. So this is based out of my own experience and years of being on the stage, everybody. So I just, what you see is what you get. I'm just going to share with you what I do. And if you get an occasional ooh and a pause or something, hey, man, that's life, right? But let me share this with you, everyone. I was unemployed and I had been putting in resumes. In fact, I went to a professional resume service and I paid these people an incredible amount of money. Back then, I think it was like $150. I think that would be equivalent to maybe three, four, five, $400 today. So it was a lot of money. And now, keep in mind, I'm unemployed too. So that $150 kind of hurt the pocket a little bit back in the day. And this is like in the mid '90s, I think it was. And so I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to step it at the professional level. I'm going to get a professional to write my resume for me. Person sat down. They did a great job. They really did. But jobs are just scarce. It was, unemployment was high. The economy was in a tank, much like it is right now. So this is not my first rodeo. I've been through at least 3 cycles of this. And I promised myself, let me share this with you. I promised myself at the last cycle that day, I said, listen, I'll never be caught in this position again. And I heard a coach say one time, I never forget, he said, listen, get yourself in a position where nobody will be able to put their thumb on you. Get your finances together where nobody ever be able to frighten you or scare you or threaten you with job loss. So let me get to it, everybody. Now, I'm working at this large corporation. Through no fault of my own, I found myself unemployed. There was a mid manager who became a real good friend of mine. Uh, and he experienced a downside. They did a downsize, and so he was gone as well. And so I hadn't seen him in over a year. So he's unemployed too, right? So I hadn't seen him over a year, and at a stoplight, I saw him come through a stoplight next to me, and he's driving his brand new car. And I'm like, hey, what's going on? He said, hey, how you doing? I said, well, what you doing? He told me what he was doing. I said, hey, man, listen, I need to talk to you. And I went over to his house and we sat down and we talked. And I said, listen, I'm having the hardest time getting employed. I said, what did you do? Remember we talked about OPK, Other People's Knowledge? I wrote that book called OPK. I'm going to share some of the strategies I talk about in this book called OPK, Other People's Knowledge. How to grow rich using other people's knowledge. I won't do that today. But watch this. I talked to him and I said, what did you do? And he said, you know what I did? He said, I was just like you. I couldn't get employed. He said, I went and I volunteered. He introduced the V word to me, volunteer. I was like, what? He said, I volunteered at an organization that I really wanted to work at. And he said, they accepted it. And he said, they hired me after I think like 6 weeks or something like that. He said, they hired me permanently because they liked my work. I said, wow, I never in a million years would have thought of that strategy right there. I'm sharing it with you. If you're unemployed, you know somebody unemployed, consider this strategy here. I'm going to show you how I used it. And so I said, wow, I never thought of that. So I knew I wanted to be in the speaking field. I wanted to speak for a living. I wanted to travel. And so, but first of all, I wanted to get some professional training in that area. So I heard of this organization called uh, Junior Achievement. I threw a blank there for a minute. Junior Achievement. And I volunteered Junior Achievement through the Junior Achievement program. And Junior Achievement, I don't know if they're still around today. I think they are. But we would go into junior high schools and teach young people about marketing and business and things of that nature. I'm telling you, it was one of the greatest volunteer moments of my life. So I was assigned to this middle school where I was teaching, I think, eighth graders about business. And I would come up with all of these different strategies. And the teachers at the school, they loved it. And the students loved it. They couldn't wait for Dr. King to come back and do some more teaching. Listen to me carefully, everybody. I volunteered. Within 6 months, I was hired as a professional speaker to travel the world. Wow, it blew my mind. And so nobody's probably ever told you about this. I didn't know about that. Nobody ever told me that. I will always be grateful to Gil, that's my friend, for sharing that knowledge with me. He didn't hold back. And I'm sharing it with you. Find an organization that you want to work for and ask them, can you volunteer? And in volunteering, I got some firsthand experience. And what else could I do? I could put it on my resume. So let me give you three strategies or three ideas for how this changed the psychic in your mind. Your mindset. Remember, the greatest battle you're going to have is in your mind. You're going to battle this thing every day. It's going to tell you things like, you're not good enough. You got the imposter syndrome. You're fake. You can't do it. You got your friends around. You got other people talking. I'm telling you, this is the battle up here. And I had to win that battle. I was determined to win that battle. And so when I volunteered, it did some great things for my psyche. It did some things. Number one, I began to move with a purpose. When you volunteer, you can move with a purpose. See, it gets you out of the house. It gets you doing something. A lot of times people get unemployed and they're sitting around the house and they're getting this. The more they sit, the more depressed they get. Listen, what did it say? A body in motion tends to stay in motion. A body at rest tends to stay at rest. Get in motion. And this allowed me to get in motion. It allowed me to get up. It gave me a purpose. I had to put together my lesson plan, and it gave me a chance to be with the teachers at the school. And I would talk to the principal, and I would talk to the students. Wow, it gave me that energy I needed. Get up and get going. Number two, it allows you to keep your skills up. You're not sitting around and your skills are becoming dormant. Your skills are becoming outdated. It allows you to get up because you're volunteering, because you're out there. It allows you to get up and continue to work in your craft. And number three, it allows you to stay connected with people who can assist you. It's kind of like a mixer, if you will. With our drinks and stuff. But it allows you to stay connected with people. When I got out there, I felt good. And in doing that, all of a sudden, positive things start happening. A friend of mine told me something, another friend of mine. I tell you, I've been so fortunate to have some very wise people in my life. And I'll never forget, he said, work comes to work. And I said, wow, I never heard that before. Work comes to work. It's something about work when you're working. Other people, isn't it amazing how people don't want you until somebody else wants you? You kind of remember that as a teenager, right? Nobody wanted to be your boyfriend or girlfriend until somebody else wanted you. Work comes to work. And so when you're busy and you're working and you're moving and you're connecting, people look over there and say, wow, how about coming and working with us? That's exactly what I did. And I tell you, it changed my life forever. Volunteer. Think about that. Think about volunteering. And I said this to a young person. He was trying to get employed. And I said, hey, have you considered volunteering? Volunteer. Go on, volunteer your services. He said, what? Me volunteer? Free? I'm giving away my services free? I'll never do that. I'm like, well, you unemployed. You're sitting around the house every day watching stories. You're 26 years old. You're watching stories on TV. What's wrong with that picture? Volunteer. It allows you to connect with people. It allows you to get out the house. It allows you to get in motion. And it allows you to keep your skills, update your skills, and keep your skills sharp. That is your training for the day. Dr. King signing off for now. The next video, I want to share with you how I structured my day. I knew that I was unemployed, but I knew I had to have a plan if I was going to succeed. So I want to show you what I did to structure my day while I was unemployed that helped me to get myself back in action. So I'm going to sign off for now. Go to the next video. We're talking about how to make your layoff pay off. Dr. King signing off for now. You know my sign off. Go out there and make your dreams king. I'll see you in the next video.